a series of bicep exercises today. The bicep is the muscle on the front of the arm that bends the elbow. That motion is called elbow flexion. So when we do a bicep curl, the only movement that should occur is elbow flexion. Now, the right position when you're weightlifting is shoulder blades pulled back and down. It is really important to keep your shoulder blades or your scapula pulled into that set position where you're activating the muscles that are going to stabilize into that back and down position. Also keep your core muscles engaged. A little bit of a tightening of the core, bracing as if something was going to hit you in the stomach. It is very important to keep your low back well supported. A little bit of a bend to your knees, micro bend to keep the leg muscles working. So we're going to start with 2 weights. Holding the weights in each hand with my palms facing each other, pulling my shoulder blades back and down in that set position. I'm going to start turning my hand up early, bending the elbow. Stop, hold 1000, nice and controlled on the way down, and turn the hand late. So you can see that my palms face the ceiling through the duration of most of this exercise. Okay, the rhythm is very important. You want to make sure you're doing it in a slow and controlled fashion, and don't let gravity rush you through this exercise. It's also important to give yourself a chance to pause, to overcome momentum. You don't want momentum working with you. That'll make the exercise easier. You want to make it challenging. Now, if you do alternating sides, engage your core separately, tightening your core with each repetition. It is more challenging to do both hands at the same time. You may also want to reset your shoulder blades back and down between repetitions if you find that they're starting to relax. You can see that I'm isolating the elbow movement and there's no accessory body motion going on. We're also going to do this exercise with a Theraband. We're going to use a green Theraband here with a heavy amount of resistance. Now you're going to have to choose the amount of resistance that you can do this exercise with good form. I'm going to wrap it around my hand a couple of times, and you can see that my palm is facing up. Again, I'm going to set my shoulder blades back and down, nice tight abdominal core, micro bend to the knees. I'm going to begin bending the elbow and then straightening it out. Now, it's even more important when you're utilizing resistant tubing or resistant band to control the motion on the way down. Up, stop, hold 1000, nice and controlled on the way down. Again, it's not important about how many repetitions you do or how much weight or resistance you use. It's about how many and how much with good form. So make sure you're utilizing the right amount of resistance or weight for you. Now, an alternative way in which to do a bicep curl while engaging those shoulder blade stabilizers is to do what's called a Superman bicep curl. Again, I'm going to get myself set in the ready position with my shoulder blades pulled back and down, a little bit of a micro bend to the knees, and a nice tight abdominal core. I'm going to elevate my elbows up to 90 degrees at the armpit, and you can see that my hands are facing each other. Now, I want to make sure that my shoulder blade muscles stay really stable. I don't want to let my elbows drop as I straighten my elbows. Stop, hold 1000, nice and controlled on the way back. Stop, hold 1000, nice and controlled on the way back. Now, you really want to make sure that you're not locking those elbows completely straight. Keep a little bit of a bend to the joint so you're protecting it. Again, it's how many with good form, not how much.